Alright guys, I'm back with my review of the Ring of Honor TV show for March 30th, 2013, the SCUM show. And Kevin Steen comes out, but before he can say anything, he gets interrupted by Jay Briscoe, and Jay says Ring of Honor has been his life for 11 years. It's how he feeds his family. He says he's going to take the title from Steen. Steen's about to say something and gets interrupted by Steve Corino, and Corino says Jay can never win the big one. He's always a bridesmaid, never the bride, and he can't talk to Kevin Steen like that. And Steen stops Corino and says he will be even more proud to be champion once he beats both the Briscoes. So Steen leaves and Corino starts talking about how Jay needs to wear a mask, he's ugly, and Jay pulls out a metal rod from his sling. And Rhett Titus, Cliff Compton, and Jimmy Rave hit the ring. They surround Jay Briscoe. Mark, CNC run out to make the save, and it leads to the first match, which is CNC versus Titus and Compton. There was a spot in this match where Cedric climbs up the top rope, but Jimmy Rave pushes him off, and he does a flip and lands on the apron, and it just looks sick as hell. And Jimmy Jacobs comes out and hands Compton some powder. He throws in Caprice's face, and Rhett Titus drop kicks Caprice for the win. Afterwards, they throw some more powder on Caprice. Mike Mondo runs out to make the save, leading to Mondo versus Jacobs. And Mike Mondo tries to do new things in his matches, and I like that about him. I really do. Like, he tries to crawl into the ring in this match, and he'll try to use the ring in different ways, use the turnbuckles to tie up an opponent's arm, things like that. But in this match, he takes the top off the ring post, and he puts Jimmy Jacobs' arm in there to trap him. But his arm is barely in this thing. So Mondo is holding his other arm and kicking him in the stomach, and it just looked bad. This was bad. Never do this again. So Jimmy Jacobs reverses a roll-up and holds the ropes for the win. We get inside SCUM instead of inside Ring of Honor with Steve Corino, and it focuses on the new members of SCUM, why they joined. Matt Hardy, the fans boo him, they turn their backs on him. Jimmy Rave was a really talented wrestler for Ring of Honor for all these years, and they turned their backs on him. Cliff Compton was promised he would be brought in and never was. And who else was on here? Jimmy Rave, Cliff Compton, Rhett Titus. He was always kind of treated as the Marty Jannetty of every tag team they put him with, and he was never looked at as the star, so he joined up with SCUM. It was pretty good, and then Kevin Steen has a promo on Jay Briscoe, and he says he doesn't know what SCUM's plans are, and he doesn't care. He's going to focus on Jay Briscoe and beat him in Supercard. And the main event is Jay Lethal, Michael Elgin, and BJ Whitmer versus Hardy, Corino, and Rhino in a no DQ match. Corino puts on wrist tape, but he's still wearing a suit, and he offers Lethal a spot in SCUM, but Lethal refuses and breaks his glasses. The rest of SCUM attacks, and they zip tie Lethal to the ropes, handcuff Michael Elgin to the rope, and Whitmer tries to fight him off, but he gets gored. Hardy hits the Twist of Fate for the win. And afterwards, SCUM is standing over him, and Rhett Titus keeps playing with his dick or something. Every time he was in a segment or a match, he kept doing something. They had to keep blurring him out. But SCUM leaves, and Jay Briscoe comes out and says, at Supercard, Ring of Honor kills SCUM. The sling comes off him, and the belt comes off Steen. And the last thing they show was kind of a rundown of Supercard, the card, and they show some promos to hype the pay-per-view, and I thought this was a great way to end the show. It actually got me hyped to see the pay-per-view on Friday. I believe it's Friday or Saturday. Pretty sure it's Friday. So that was this episode. I thought they did a great job with this. I was sure, I mean, SCUM won every single match, so they definitely look strong here. They had to cheat to win them all, but they still won every single match, and I was sure Ring of Honor was going to win one, but they didn't. So I'm happy with the way they're using SCUM right now. They definitely look like a threat. and I will have my predictions up for the Super Card of Honor show. Well, I guess it's Tuesday now, so I'll have those up later today. But yeah, this was a good episode here, and I'm excited for the pay-per-view. So I thought this one was awesome. So that's my review of the show. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on the show in the comments, and thanks for watching. Bye.